Hi, this is Jason DeWeird.
And Kevin Gillespie.
I actually made this video once, but someone, whom I will not name,
Jason.
accidentally deleted the whole thing. So we're making it again. All right, we're here today to talk about automation and pro manufacturing. And the sample we're going to use is this little face here, and it's made of wood. So we'll begin. The first thing that we kind of figured out is that in the part we need to add a trajectory. We need some kind of a curve that's going to show where the outside cut needs to be, and so we're going to show you how to make that right now. What I'm going to do is to make that outside curve and to make it robust, I'm going to select the outside surface of the part here. Let's see if I can get in here and do that right. There we go. We've got an outside surface of the part, and we're going to use seed and boundary to create an edge all the way around, or at least to create the surface all the way around. So to do that, you get something selected, and then you can do a Control C and a Control V. And now we're going to have to do a little bit of job in our selection. We'll go in here with details. I'm going to add in a reference. The anchor is the seed, and that can be that surface we already had. And then our boundaries will be the top surface and the back surface. We do a preview, and here the pink ones are the ones that will be included. You'll see that it's added some extra surfaces. And in that case, it won't hurt us too much. But we'll show you in a minute where this slot in the back does cause problems. But for now, I'm just going to let the surfaces go like that. Hit OK. Now we have a surface around the outside. And we're going to need something to intersect it against. So to create the intersecting surface, I'm going to make an extrusion. It'll be thin, not the thick one. And we're going to locate that. We're just making a thin, flat line. So I'm going to use either this right or the top datum would work. Go ahead and sketch. And along the back, make it plain. Now it's just a straight line. And you got some dimensions here. The key is it just needs to be bigger than your part, as I've made it. It's bigger than the part, so that's good enough. It's not real robust, but it should get us through. I'm going to extend it both directions. Again, the idea here is just to make it bigger than the part, so that we have a nice flat plane behind it. Now where those two intersect, that's going to be our new feature. So rightly so, that's the function we use. Intersect. That's it. You'd think something would pop up, but it doesn't. Everything you need was right there. So I'm going to hide those two things that I just, the surfaces, so you can see what's left. And if you look, you'll see a little blue band running around. See if I can click it for you. Turn it red. So now you have that little band running all the way around. Now we've got a little problem, and what's going to happen here, Kevin?
Since you have technically you have two separate curves. With that intersect, your toolpath will only follow one of them.
Okay, so we got a little problem here. It's going to follow the one curve, and probably even worse, when it does follow the one curve, it's going to cut this guy's head off right across this back band. So to fix that, and this is the reason why we're having you do the work in the part instead of in the manufacturing assembly. To fix that, we're going to have to change the order of the features. It's the extrude back band. I've got it right here. I'm going to put that behind my seed and bound. So since it's behind the seed and bound, you'll see now that we have the curve it's crossing going right across that. And we'll have a nice curve all the way around the outside of the guy.
Looks good.
Now the reason we do all this, the reason we mess around with the seed and boundary, is that we want to be able to add features in or subtract features and still maintain the integrity of that boundary. So I'll give you an example here. We'll just turn this feature back on. And since it's before the boundary surfaces, the seed and boundary part, our curve now will follow that shape. Now we have a robust curve that will follow all the way around. It will let us drive our cutting path without having to do some separate sketch. Because if you do a separate sketch, what happens, Kevin?
It will not take into account any features that are added or subtracted.
So if you don't believe us, go ahead and try. You'll just fail. It'll work great if you do a sketch the first time, and then when you change the feature, it's not going to work. So seed and boundary surface, go with the intersection. Now we're ready to head over to ProMan and get this thing made.